Damn, this last movie that I just watched, damn, that movie was fire. Literally. Today's review, I'm going to be reviewing the remake, reboot, whatever you want to call it, of Silent Night, Deadly Night from 2012, Silent Night. Let's get burning into this one, baby.
Christmas Eve is the scariest damn night of the year.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this ho 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 review for Christmas time of year, baby. For this one, I am going to be reviewing 2012's Silent Night, starring Jamie King, Malcolm McDowell, and Ellen Wong. Damn, Jamie King was in My Bloody Valentine remake, and Malcolm McDowell was in freaking Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. So these are two kind of, stars of the remake craze. In this, another remake. I've never seen this before. I've never seen the original series of Silent Night, Deadly Nights. So, once again, this was another first-time watch for me, going in blind. I didn't watch a trailer for this. I knew nothing about it. And once again, pleasantly surprised. I love the Christmas atmosphere in this one. Decorations everywhere. Santa's everywhere. I mean, there could have maybe been some snow to make you think it was around the Christmas time. But it definitely had that Christmas time feeling, and I was definitely really digging that compared to the Better Watch Out film I just reviewed, that Christmas really didn't have anything to do with the plot. They could have had that movie any other time, and it would have been the same. This movie needed to be a Christmas because the killer was none other than the jolly man himself, Santa Claus. So this fit perfectly in this film. Opening scene, you know how these things go. There always got to be a kill. We don't know nothing. We don't know what's going on. We got that random guy tied up. We see Santa Claus. Flips that switch. Psh, the bulbs keep breaking as it gets closer to him. Never seen anything done like that before. Electrocuted with the Christmas lights, and they explode. And it was pretty badass. I mean, a little bit more gore would have been pretty cool, but it worked. It worked for me. I did like that. Another thing I liked in this film, he killed a kid. He killed a kid. He killed a young girl. Did she deserve it? Yeah, she was probably the most disrespectful bitch I've ever seen in a film. Treating her mom like that. That's just not something you do. If my kids did that to me, I'm not going to sit back and take it like that mom did, but Santa must have been hearing it, because he showed up and cattle pronged her, and then he killed her. So that teaches kids something. Be nice to your parents, or Santa will get you. Jamie King plays Deputy Jordan. She had a rough past. Her husband just died, so she's dealing with that. And she's still doing her job as on the police force, doing the best she can. If you didn't know any better, you would think she was the whole police force, because she's investigating every phone call, everything that comes in. She's the one investigating it, or going over the details and trying to find out what's going on. Malcolm McDowell as the sheriff. I think he was pretty much in it just for comedic relief. Every line he said was funny and had that comedic tones. So I don't know if he was trying to be. Definitely wasn't trying to be a serious sheriff at all. He thought he was the man, and he thought he was solving all the crimes and stuff, but he really had no idea what he was doing as a sheriff. And I don't know if it's just because he was in Halloween, but every time I just think of him as Dr. Loomis, the entire time he's talking and everything. I don't know if they planned to do it that way. The lines he said sometimes, it's a wolf in, I think it was a wolf in sheep's clothing, or a wolf in lamb clothing. It just kind of reminded me of Halloween dialogue a little bit. I think they probably did that on purpose, but who knows. Awesome death in this movie. wood chipper death. Santa Claus cuts that chick's leg off as she's running away naked through like the tree lot. Turns on the wood chipper. She hears it. She can't see anybody. And he stuffs her ass down the wood chipper. The blood is spraying out the back. Spraying him in the face. Getting his beard and everything all red. Oh my gosh. Why is there not more wood chipper deaths in these movies? I don't know. It's a freaking... I mean, I guess a lot of people don't have them sitting around, but... Damn. Talk about bloody. A creepy character in this movie was the preacher. I don't know what his deal was. He was like a thief, and he was like, I don't know, sadistic and like a pervert trying to like hook up with parishioners that go to the church. I don't know. Usually like little boys. This guy's trying to freaking hit on like any chick that goes in there. And I ain't never seen a preacher like that in a movie before, and he was pretty sick. So Santa came in for that service, and right in the middle of the service, whenever the priest there's only one other person there, he's saying how Christmas is evil and everything like that. Santa just gets up and kills the preacher right in the middle of the whole thing. So it seems like this Santa Claus is only killing people who are doing naughty or bad things. Which that goes into the story of naughty or nice, you know what I mean? Present or cold. In this instance, it's either present or death. Because he steals the money out of the preacher's pocket that he stole earlier and gives it to the little old lady sitting in the front row. And then he just walks out the door. Suspect-wise in this film, there's this guy named Carson. He fits like the build and the profile of this Santa Claus killer. But the only thing that he's really guilty of is kind of like running like drug deals, and he's like a drug dealer. But they focus in on him as that he is the main bad guy. Jamie finally, she froze. She chokes under pressure because of her husband's death. This time, Carson's talking shit. She pulls the trigger, shoots him right in the head, kills him. And then she's like, yeah, it's just going to be suicide, depression over the holidays. She got that shit figured out. But he deserved it anyway because he was not a good dude. And she took him out. Even though we find out that he was not, in fact, the Santa Claus killer. There was an homage in this movie to the original with the antler kill, the mayor's daughter. Just like in the original, he picked her up, stuck her right on the antlers, right through her chest. Except for this girl wasn't topless like in the original. Unfortunately, guys, I know. But Santa Claus takes out the mayor, the mayor's daughter, and the mayor's boyfriend. Once again, all doing naughty things, doing bad things, so Santa comes and takes them out. Like earlier in the movie, he took out like a porn site. There's like, these people were creating like pornography. He killed everybody there too. Looks like this Santa's just trying to cleanse this town of the naughty things and make sure everybody's doing good, which is what Santa's all about, except for real Santa don't kill people. So that makes it fun. Another awesome death, axe splitting that dude's head in half. Holy shit. If you're into gore, if you're into blood, this movie's for you. There is so much blood, so much gore in this movie. It's so much fun. So much fun. And a Christmas horror movie as well. Damn. You just can't get enough. I mean, the season's about red, right? So he's just letting the blood flow, and it's red everywhere in this damn town. A fun fact in this movie. I love the Broncos, if you already didn't know, and I used to love Tim Tebow when he played for us, so I thought that was a fun thing in the movie when he was like, the one guy was talking about, get my Tim Tebow jersey under the tree. I thought that was hilarious because at one point I did have a Tim Tebow jersey under the tree. So I got a chuckle out of that, and that was back whenever Tim Tebow was like all the rave in the NFL, so I thought that was funny to throw that in there. And since I was a fan, it meant a little bit more to me. As the story progresses, Jordan figures out that the killer Santa is giving gift boxes to his targets before he kills them. And she remembered that her father got one of those gift boxes. So she rushes over to the house. And Santa did what Santa does. He gutted her father. The guts were hanging out everywhere. It looked great. More blood and gore. He didn't kill the mother, though. She was hiding in the closet. He left her live because she didn't do anything naughty. But the father, he's out. So, more freaking trauma to Jordan. Another person close to her dies. And I don't know how much more she can take of this, to be honest with you. Finally have the confrontation down at the jail. The killer Santa's there. The other Santa that they thought was a suspect, he was in prison as well. Santa let him out, but he kept running his mouth, so Santa started beating his ass too. Now pays the price in this one too. The Santa killer comes in with a flamethrower, torches him, and then he just sits it on the ground and never uses it again. So I don't know why he wasn't carrying it around the whole time, because it was pretty badass. It was on the cover of the film, for crying out loud. But he only used it like for a minute, and then he put it on the ground. Jordan shows up. She's fighting. She's doing everything she can. She fights back against this Santa. She was getting her ass beat, but she's still fighting back. And she grabs the flamethrower and torches this Santa Claus. And he's laying there on fire, and you think, okay, Halloween 2 ending. This guy is done. Burnt to a crisp. That would not be the case, my friends. They just zoom in back in where he was. You just see the Santa Claus mask melting, and he is gone. Later, as the movie's ending, you see the guy with a burnt face sitting in his truck. And you know that Santa Claus did not die, and he is out there waiting to see if we get a sequel to this bad boy. But it's been 8 years, so I highly doubt it. But it was a badass movie. You finally get the motive as to why the Santa Claus is doing this. His father was killed by Jordan's father. Because he was freaking flamethrowing everybody back in the day. And her dad shot him and put him down and killed him right there. And his son saw everything from the truck window. So that stuck with him his whole life. So this pretty much was a movie, a revenge movie. He was seeking revenge for the death of his father. If I'm not mistaken, I believe his father flipped out because his wife cheated on him, I believe. I think, if I remember correctly. In the comments, let me know if that's why his dad flipped out originally. So, pretty much just killing everybody that's naughty, and that was other people that were associated with that night that his father was killed, like Jordan's father. But overall, this movie was fantastic. Like I said, I've never seen it before. So much gore, so much blood. The killer was scary as hell. Creepy. That Santa mask he had on was awesome. It's supposed to be a joyous time of year, and this film flips it on its head. Christmas is about, this town is about death and destruction, and I loved it. I loved the premise. Yes, people would say it's simple, oh, it's a revenge plot, blah, blah, blah. It was a good time. Definitely going to make it a yearly watch for sure. Scale of out of 5. Honestly, I'd probably give it a 3.25 out of 5. I thought it was fantastic. If you have not seen it, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. Just watched the original yesterday. I honestly like the remake better. I usually do like that 80s cheese, but I thought this one was amazing. I thought it was fantastic. Malcolm McDowell, Jamie King did a great job, so that's probably another reason I loved it. Not much more to say about it, guys. I just go check it out if you haven't seen it. That's all I got to say about that. I appreciate you guys checking this other ho-ho-ho review out. If you have not, definitely hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring the bell, because you'll get notified every time I upload a video. And if I'm going live on a Wednesday night on Fudge Monster Live, I appreciate anybody that watches these, tunes in, anybody that likes, comments. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. On the push for 300, I wanted to get to 300 by Christmas. I don't think that's going to happen. But we can push for New Year's. So let's get this subscriber count up to 300, guys. And you guys have a ho, 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 merry day.